This is a good little, this is a great shot. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
It's time.
It's time. Keenan and I are going to where, Keenan?
The Statue of Unity.
We're going to the Statue of Unity, the tallest.
In where? Gujarat.
Keenan is going to be interrupting.
Sorry.
The
We
tallest.
were bouncing off each other.
The tallest statue in the world. And where are we, Keenan?
In Gujarat. Babe, you gotta face it on me, not the chair. You really need to work on your camera shit.
Okay. We saw a diagram that compares it to all the biggest statues, like the Christ the Redeemer, Statue of Liberty, all of those. They all pale in comparison. This is crazy. It's massive.
It's huge.
And one special thing that we have today also is my friend Jeet taking us. Jeet is a Gujarati through and through, and I met him in London. We did a master's together, and he's been showing us around. We've gotten to experience true Gujarati hospitality. Keenan, any words on what it's like to stay in a Gujarati household?
It's wholesome, that's for sure.
So wholesome.
It's very wholesome.
We've learned a lot.
And the food is definitely, I'm not equipped for the food right now, but I'm slowly getting there.
Yep. So what we've learned, and by the way, we're staying in Vadodara, which is, it's hard for me to say, Vadodara or Baroda.
Vadodara. Is
Vadodara.
that right? Vadodara.
Yep, that's right.
So that's Jeet's hometown, and we are learning that Gujarati food is,
No joke.
it's no joke, it's delicious. It is like an explosion of flavors. There's a lot of sweet, a lot of salt, a lot of spice, all at once, and the food's insane. It's really good. But
So, like, it's very easy to indulge.
Yes.
And, like, you indulge and you indulge and you indulge until you realise you shouldn't have indulged too much because your stomach says,
yeah, so Keenan has been having a big bout of food poisoning, so now he's out of that, and
without
yeah.
antibiotics, so I've got a great immune system.
He's on antibiotics now, though. So,
Yeah, they created a railway station for just for this.
oh my gosh.
So that's what's actually, so you can take a train to here.
Okay,
This is a railway station.
we will get into the history of the Statue of Unity once we're there.
Just to let you guys know, this statue is actually on the edge of a reserve. So I can imagine there's a lot of wildlife. I really hope there's some tigers there.
Is it a tiger reserve?
No, it's a reserve. It's a sanctuary.
It's a sanctuary.
So what kind of animals are we talking?
There'll be more different kind of birds. So a lot of bird watching.
Elephants?
No elephants.
No elephants. Tigers? Deer?
Yeah, deers, yeah, you did.
If there's deer, there's gonna be tigers. Prey attracts the predator.
There's
As
gonna
they
be
say.
some sort of
Leopards?
predator.
There can be leopards and cheetahs.
Leopards,
Ooh,
cheetahs.
and it is beautiful over here.
Cheetahs.
We have some pink rickshaws. Are those?
Yeah, so
And
those
where?
are driven by women. So it's
Okay.
a new initiative by the government that like women would drive those. It's electric rickshaws.
Really
Okay.
want to make it known that's a woman though.
Yeah.
So some men will be like, no.
Wait, I have a question. Do women, are they the only passengers allowed on those rickshaws?
Anyone can.
Anyone can.
Yeah.
But they're women driven. That is super cool, Jeet. Is it all over Vadodara?
No, it's just for statue of unity.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing that they should probably adopt around the world, around the whole state.
Yeah, they should. They should.
It would be cool.
So after a point, you can't let your car in. So
Oh, I see. Should I put the camera down?
sir, parking no के बंद. अच्छा पाछा नहीं गया?
भारत बंद है तो हमारा इलेक्ट्रिक बस में
Oh, अच्छा.
Statue.
So sorry. तो यहाँ थी बाजू ले लो.
So it turns out G thought he could drive his vehicle right up to the Statue of Liberty, huh?
the Statue of Unity.
Oh!
Dumb.
Unity.
If you get tickets here, which we did, there is going to be a free shuttle bus that we can take. So we'll take the bus at least once, and then we're gonna take one of those cute rickshaws. So here are the pink rickshaws. Cool initiative.
Kem Cho? Kem Cho? Pajama. Tomato nam suche? Namada. Namada.
It's the same name as the river, but dam is green.
Oh.
The river is Nadi.
Did she live around this area?
You're not sure, dude. Yeah, she lives
Yeah.
She's named after the river then.
Oh, Baronam Keenan. How do I say nice to meet you again? Oh, wait. Tamine Maline Anintayo.
Yeah, and so Jeet, I don't know if we caught this, but Jeet told us that over a couple of years, this is going to be like colored like the Statue of Liberty, so like a green, bluey color.
Stop comparing it to the Statue of Liberty.
I'm not,
This
Keenan.
statue is in its own stratosphere. Oh my god, it's so big.
Yeah, he is.
He's got sausage fingers.
Is he wearing Gujarati pants?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was born in Gujarat. Modi was born in Gujarat. Gandhi was born in Gujarat. I think Gujarat breeds some serious leaders.
I mean, to me, don't worry, it's okay.
Okay.
Kai Van Donati,
Kai Van Donati.
don't worry,
That's good.
it's cool. We got this. Just dropped my bottle, and everyone panicked, and I said, don't worry, in Gujarati.
That's cheap. Okay.
So, one thing I like, first impressions for me is it's not that big.
What?
If that's the biggest statue in the world, then the Statue of Liberty must be tiny.
I think. Wait, Jeet, don't we have to do like a 15-minute walk to get there?
Yeah,
Okay.
but the
We're
Statue
still
of
far away from it, Keenan.
yeah, but the Statue of Libs must be tiny. I'd expect the Statue of Libs to be on that like scale. So if that's the biggest statue in the world, then like
That's massive, Keenan.
I know, but that's like how I perceived the Statue of Liberty to be.
All right, so let's see if Keenan changes his mind once we get
Yeah.
closer.
Unpopular opinions. Let me pay her.
Frisked. Time to get frisked. Okay. All right, we're going in. Where is my passport? It's at the hotel. Yeah. I have a picture of it. Why?
Just talking. Just what is this?
We were just told that the whole point of the passport was so that they can keep a record of how many foreigners are coming to see what the revenue is that the foreigners bring in compared to locals.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Apparently, when Modi was constructing this in 2013, there was some uprising and some controversy around it because the opposing party was like, okay, well, maybe we could use all this money for something else. But Modi was like, no, we can actually drive revenue into our country from this, and from foreigners will come and see this as well. So that's why they take your passports when you arrive, because they want to see if that's true or not. And I wonder if it is. I wonder if there's like a census where you can see how many foreigners see the Statue of Unity every year. I, so far, haven't seen any other foreigners, but we'll see how we go.
Hindi word for nation.
Okay.
And this is a Hindi word for unity.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're going through this nice little walkway. I haven't seen any other foreigners yet, Jeet.
You might be the only one.
So I think that maybe the opposition party were spot on.
I mean, it is also Working Wednesday.
Okay, it is.
And summer. No one really comes to Gujarat in summer.
Okay.
So.
Jeet's saying no one really comes to Gujarat during the summer, except for Keenan and I. The history is that this statue is made after Vallabhai Patel, or Sardar Patel, but Vala is his name, and Bhai means brother in Gujarati, And Patel is obviously a very common last name, especially in Gujarat. They are the farmers, the businessmen. And so essentially after the partition, and when India gained independence, and during that time, all the states were essentially kingdoms, and so they had kings and queens, and they all had their own autonomy. So Sardar Patel, he went around and traveled throughout India and convinced all of these people that being together will make them stronger as a country, and that's how India was formed. It was the combination of all of these kingdoms. Hence why in India there's so many different religions, languages, cultures. Like obviously Gujarat and Kerala are like night and day. You feel like you're in two different countries, but it makes sense. Like they're getting military security, like no one can overthrow India after this. So it's cool. It's cool that he convinced everyone. How he convinced all these kings and queens, I don't know. Sounds like there was a little bit of force sometimes, but it's cool. It's cool. It is beautiful.
It is big. I'm not gonna lie. It's huge.
Well, we're still not even close to it.
Do you see his second button? That's where the viewing gallery is.
Yeah.
We're gonna go up there.
So, our rickshaw driver, the lady, she was named after this river, and this river is called Narmada.
Namaga.
Is that right?
Like we need a reason, like to come here.
Okay.
So what's that? It's generated a lot of revenue.
A lot of revenue.
Yeah.
So there
I'm not
has-
surprised. Being like having the title of biggest statue in the world.
Yeah.
People would specifically, I'd like to think, arrange their India tour around coming to see this.
Jeet was saying that they're even building an airport. People to come see this. They had a train station, and I asked Jeet if there's any towns around here, and he said there is a town called Ekta City.
Ekta Nagar.
Ekta Nagar, so Unity City,
Unity City.
that was built around the Statue of Unity.
So soon, in the next 30 years, 40 years, there could be a unity community.
Oh, it's good. This is a really cool shot of Jeet right there.
It's girthy, that's for sure.
Okay.
And is that the outline of his penis?
Keenan.
My man's
Damn.
really packing, isn't he? Really packing some schlongage.
Gee, I'm gonna get a really cool picture of you with.
No, I don't want a picture.
Well, no, it's the back of your head. Okay, calm down.
Oh, so that's a cool picture of Jeet, the back of his head. Not that big. It's 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 not that big. 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 Big.
He's even reached 10th at the top of his toe.
It's not that big. 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 It is big. I'm not gonna lie. It's huge. Being outside for a while, walking in through here.
I feel like my beard is finally coming off, my sweat beard, and this is the happiest I've seen G all day.
I mean, this is the thing. In India, coming into a building is probably the most satisfying.
It is. It really is.
Because you're out in the heat all day.
So this is this the same replica of his head up there? Oh, good. Okay, so I was asking G, I was like, is there any way for us to see his actual face on the statue? And then good, we got it.
You know what he looks like?
What?
He looks like Victorian times when he used to wear those collars around.
Yeah.
I'd
He also-
love to get up in there.
He looks like an Indian parent who was not satisfied. That's like.
Isn't that
that's
most
like-
Indian parents?
That's him.
He's got a twinkle in his eye. Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Gee, isn't that most Indian parents who
Yeah,
aren't
it is. Yeah.
satisfied? I guess we're on his back right now.
We're currently
He's on his upper back.
on his upper back,
Yeah.
and that is a beautiful view, I must say. Who would have thought?
Me?
The view from his back was so good.
With them. And his jacket right now.
Okay.
Okay, so can you do you want to
So
read
we're
it?
in the middle of his jacket right now, and this is supposed to emulate cotton fabric. Right here, the stitching of that. So that's cool. And then Keenan was noticing that these things are they're
Like
adjustable.
tensioners. They're like
Okay.
tensioners.
In case what?
In case what?
I'm confused at why they'd use
I think
tensioners.
they did it just because you can have a shape in a way that it looks like a jacket.
I see, to manage
So
the shape of
sometimes
the...
some of them are like kind of outside, some of them are kind of inside.
I see, so to make it look like a piece of fabric,
Yeah.
that's why they're using the tensioners.
It's more natural.
And that's probably why they're adjustable as well. Dun, 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 dun,
2018, so it was recently built.
સ્થાપના કરવાના તેમના એજન્ડા માટે ઘણા ભારતીય મુસ્લિમોનો
So we're doing some coffee tasting. Kishan is going to...
So my name is Kishan Jeswal and I'm a proud partner of Tata Starbucks till 3 years. So today we are doing a coffee tasting, and this is a like culture of our Starbucks. So we have only using a top 3% Arabica around the world.
Okay.
After having the coffee middle
That's a good question. They do this one every
Every Thursday at 4 p.m. in Starbucks, all India's stores. We usually do this coffee tasting session with our customer.
Cool.
So I would just like to invite you, like if you are not being here, you can go to any Starbucks outlet in India for the coffee tasting session.
Amazing.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Who knew? Right next to the biggest statue of the world in India, we'd also be trying
Also, we'll subscribe to your
coffee at
channel.
Starbucks with the scrub.
Do you know I'm most
It's called Unstuck. I'll show it to you.
yeah.
Cool. Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you.
See you again.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And there's Jeet. Okay, this is where the laser show happens. All right, Statue of Unity, and there's Keenan and Jeet. And listen, if you want to show up around 4 on a Thursday, you can do a little coffee tasting at Starbucks in case you wanted to do that at the Statue of Unity. Who knew? Who knew? Not me.
You know. So we were like in a we were in discussion whether we come in the evening or because in the evening apparently there's like a light show. What is it? Mahabharati in the evening. Maha-Arti. Babe, come to me. We're a team. So we were torn whether we come in the evening and we watch the show, the light show. But I think that coming here in the day, you really get to experience the beauty of the surrounding area.
It is. You're right. You'd miss out on all of how it's really beautiful around here. We're digging it. Oh, Statue of Unity is actually still in the background. Look at that. All right, we had a great time. Keenan, what is your biggest takeaway from the Statue of
My
Unity?
biggest takeaway.
I'm afraid to know.
My biggest takeaway is that Starbucks use 3%
No.
Arabic coffee. My biggest takeaway. So there's some things.
No.
I've got a few things.
Okay.
I was humbled by seeing it, but I expected it to be bigger.
Up front, it's huge. What are you talking about? Oh wow, look at that thing. Look at that thing.
That's what she said.
I don't know. It is incredible. I actually think it's bigger than I thought. Okay, I truly do. Like we don't even come up to a 10th of his big toe. Okay, his big toe over there.
Yeah, I mean it is huge. It's huge.
It was also like it was really cool being inside of him because we could like up there you can see the cloth and how it actually looks and what it looks from the from the inside out. Pardon?
Do you see the viewing gallery?
Yeah, I do see it. And they're trying to keep it cloth-like. Actually, upon further review, it is pretty obvious where the gallery is. But
Now, in all honesty, I learned a lot about how this guy revolutionized India, was part of a freedom fighting movement.
extreme people per person salesman was able to coerce everyone to come together, create India.
Well,
Super
also
cool.
a really good guy because he's helping out people in the bubonic plague.
Yeah, we did learn that. And he went to jail
6 times.
because he's a freedom fighter.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that he did a great job unifying India. He deserves a statue. It's bigger than himself.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if somebody made a statue that big of you.
And he's small.
Okay, enough. All right. Well, now we're going to go to dinner, and we'll see you later.